You're listening to Stories to Create with your host, Cornell Bunting. Author, motivational speaker, and founder of EHAS Each Episode. Cornell sits down with inspiring voices to uncover the stories that shape who we are and who we're becoming. Get ready to listen, learn, and be inspired. The show starts now.
Yes. Welcome to another episode of Stories to Create podcast right here at EHAS CLUB. I'm your host, Cornell Bunting. I am so excited today. We're going to do a little bit of motivating today. So a little bit of motivational stuff happening today. And so with that, I kind of want to set the pace. I want to set the atmosphere and what this is going to look like. You know, we are going to jump into 10 motivating actions to help you guys become your best self. You know, I've been using a lot of this myself, and I'm hoping that it will help you guys. You know, so with that being said, you know, as we dive into that, you know, I want to first, before we do that, Antoinette Baker, big up yourself. It's been a long time, my sister. I hope you're doing well. This is beautiful. Thank you for tapping in. Tell your friends to come tap in. We gonna talk about a few things to help. Yes. I mean, what are we here for if we're not helping others, right? We need to be helping others, you know. They say iron sharpen iron, right? So anyways, that is what's happening. So as we get ready to tap into what that look like, I wanna first, you know, I gotta get my boys to start off. You know, we doing a little bit of shake up and, you know, motivating words. We try to find, because, you know, this is one of the beautiful things about music. I don't lose sleep because of problem, but this is reality right here.
Got so many feelings inside. Stop me from winning, they try. I'm the light beaming out of those skies. Those lows can't compare to my highs. Wanna live so a part of me died. More blessings, I need more in life. Wrist froze like I kept it on ice. Big dreams, I can never lose sight. Outside, we're moving, we got motion. Fill the cups, we sipping a little potion. Getting high, the vibe is so potent. I'm in Dubai, we're still the shit golden. We really don't want no stress. We just wanna ball and flex.
You don't want no stress.
You'll never let them see you sweat. Trust and believe, take trips to believe. Have lunch on the beach, we blessed. Don't worry, be happy. I'm a piano, everlasting.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, man. Shout out to my dude Ace Wood and Scales for that piece, In My Cup. A lot of us can relate to what that is saying. You know, we lose sleep. We lose sleep because we get so stressed on all the different things that come at us on a daily basis. And I got to tell you guys, man, one of the things, because, you know, I'm 45 now. I'm a grown dude. I'm a fully grown dude. I feel like, and I was just telling myself this the other day, I feel like I might have another 40 to go. So with that being said, most of my years is behind me. I got 45 behind me. And so, moving into this next, place of where I'm going, whether it's relationships or whatever, based on my actions, I don't want anyone to, get upset with me, hold me accountable for what I do because I didn't check in with them. No. I'm a grown dude now. I got to make decisions that is not going to bring any stress to me. So relationships, whatever those look like. If you friends with Cornell and you bring any type of complications, you got to go. Got to go. That's where we are right now. We're trying to stay peaceful. I got this happy bubble that I just want to be in my happy bubble and enjoy my happy bubble. So, with that being said, I want to jump into these 10 actions that you guys can take. And as I said, we want to make it fun. So, we're going to have a little bit of background sound happening as we dive into this. So you guys need to listen in on what that looks like, And so 10 motivating actions to help individuals become their best self. The first one, this one here, I do this probably with everything I do. Set clear and achievable goals. Clear and achievable goals. This is where you break your big dreams into smaller, actionable steps. You create a vision board, or like a daily checklist, whatever that look like, to track your progress, to celebrate the small wins along the way. Because I'm just telling you guys, you're going to have wins, and a lot of times, a lot of those wins are going to be small. And so with that, it's very important. But also, you need to also remember the wins come with L's as well. The wins come with losses. So you got to be able to celebrate what that look like and be grateful. Okay. Number 2, adapt a growth mindset. I cannot stress this enough about adapting a growth mindset. This is where you embrace challenges as opportunities to learn. And I want you guys to understand this on a serious level. Replace I can with I can approve. So let me just say that again. Replace I can't with I can improve. You learn from failures and you view them as stepping stones towards success. Hey, listen, I've been doing this for a little bit. So, I've had some failures and I've had some beautiful wins as well. And so, but this is what that look like. You got to stop with the I can't. Get that out of your head. I can improve. That's a beautiful thing right there. I can improve. So, get rid of that I can't. You got to adapt to a growth mindset. It's very important. Number 3, cultivate daily habits of excellence. That's big. That's when I tell you guys that's big right there. That's big in all different kind of ways because one thing I know about cultivating daily habits of excellence is when you develop routine, that align with your goals, like starting your day with mindfulness, exercise or reading something uplifting, like to give you guys an idea how I function. I don't start my day without a devotion. I do my devotion is about 45 minutes to an hour long. And this is where I'm listening to, some type of scripture in the Bible. I'm listening to other individuals testify on, their wins, what works for them and how they adjust to what that look like, and then it's a beautiful thing, when you read something just to affirm, what your day is gonna look like. You put it out there. It's a beautiful thing. And I got to tell you guys, this is very important. So I encourage you guys to cultivate daily habits of excellence. Number four is surround yourself with positive influence. This is very important. A lot of us don't necessarily. My brother, Ladovic, big up yourself, my guy. We definitely got to catch up soon, man. Definitely. Thank you for tapping in, man. So, one of the things I can tell you guys, about surrounding yourself with positive influence, it's where you spend time with people who inspire you. This is very important. Encourage your growth and uplift your spirit. Limit exposure to negativity that might hinder your progress. You guys heard me said earlier, I have a happy bubble. I live in a happy bubble. And I'm not going to tell you guys like I don't see challenge. I don't get into those different things that, bring me challenge. That's trying to challenge my day. But I don't entertain that. I don't let that get into where it's going to literally interrupt my happy bubble. I can't do it. You can't do it. I'm just telling you guys, this life is short. You don't know when it's going to expire. We all have an expiration date. Whether we want to believe that or not, we all have an expiration date. We all have a year, day, month, that's it. That's the day that the spirit that leads this vessel that you're in, there is a day when that spirit have decided, you know what, bruh? This ain't working out in this body no more. I gotta go. And that, hey, it happens. It happens like that's just how it happens. It's gonna roll like that. So with that, we're gonna go to number 5. And number 5 is where you invest in continuous learning. And when I say invest in continuous learning, I'm not telling you guys to spend money now. It depends though. But I'm not telling you guys to spend money. What I'm saying is dedicate time to reading, taking courses, whatever that look like, exploring new skills, because we all have skills that sometimes we don't even necessarily realize we have, but we do, and the beautiful thing about that is you have to stay curious and open to new ideas that expand your potential. Because we do have, beautiful potential. And, it's one of those things that I got to tell you guys, it's amazing. It is amazing. Number 6, prioritize self-care. This is something that over the years I have not been a great model for, and I've, I look out for everyone else, I'm helping all these different individuals. I'm helping these kids in underserved communities, I'm, trying to speak life into individuals that have possibly lost hope and have given up. But what I realize is I have to take care of my physical, mental, emotional well-being. I have to, and with that, I attempt to eat healthy. I stay active. Like when I tell you I stay active, I stay active. I get enough rest, and for me now, I'm anywhere from 6 to 7 hours. Sometime I get 8 hours in there as I try to go to sleep early as possible, and practice self-compassion. I used to be hard on myself. I don't no more. I don't. I pat myself on the back. You're doing a great job, Cornell. And hey, I did the best I could do. And whether someone see otherwise, that's okay. That is okay. Because I feel good about what I did. So, that's where I'm at with that. And I just encourage you guys to, if you don't take away a lot from what I'm telling you today, definitely prioritize self-care. That is huge, because if you ain't good, the people that's around you and who's trying to depend on you, they won't have you to depend on, and so that's the heart of that right there. Number 7, take responsibility for your life. Yes, 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 yes. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is own your choices and outcomes. You gotta own them. You gotta own them. It doesn't matter if you would depend on someone and they didn't come through. Hey, listen, it's still on you. You can't say Buck or whoever it was did this and this is why this didn't happen. Nope, nope, nope. No, not never. No. So, what I'm saying to you guys is shift your mindset from victim to creator. And so I got to let you guys know and understand what that look like. I'm telling you right now, you have to shift your mindset from victim to creator, understanding that you hold the power to shape your destiny. This is huge. This is a huge thing, and I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you stuff that for me, I got to use to help me. Listen, guys.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Every young person carries a story of hope, of struggle, of dreams waiting to rise. But in too many underserved communities, those stories go unheard.
At ease, Inc. Everyone has a story. We believe every voice deserves a chance. Through mentorship, empowering programs, and storytelling workshops, we help youth discover their purpose, strengthen their mindset, and build a future they can be proud of.
From classrooms in Jamaica to communities across Southwest Florida,
EHAS is changing lives,
one story at a time.
but we can't do it alone. Join us, become a mentor, volunteer, donate, help us fuel the next generation of leaders, creators, and change makers.
Visit EHAS.org today, because when you help a young person share their story, you help them change their world.
I know I said prioritize self-care, and self-care is big. But when I tell you, I know so many people that does not take responsibility for their life. I probably, there was a time, because, you growing up, you're in school, you're learning, and as you're learning, you develop into someone better that understand the importance of life and understand the importance of responsibility and what that look like. So, they've been times when I have possibly chose that path to play the victim, but as the author that I am, I see how more powerful I can be as the creator and what that look like, because I understand that I hold the power to shape what my destiny looks like. And so, with everything that I create, I got a creative mind. My creative mind, sometimes I sit down and I'm trying to envision what my creative mind look like. And it's like a popcorn machine. I feel like the ideas are just, they're just popping in there. It's just beautiful. So, with me saying that, I got to go to number 8, because number 8, you guys gonna like number 8. Number 8 is where you practice gratitude daily. And this comes in a lot of different ways. This is big. This is big right here. This is where you focus on positive aspects of your life, by keeping maybe a journal, and that could be like a gratitude journal, or you expressing your appreciation to others. Gratitude foster resilience and positivity. I see that in so many ways. I have beautiful people in my life that I am grateful to, that help me in huge ways. That for me, I don't see a lot of things happening without them doing what they've done, and whether it's female or male, I think everyone that have helped me over the years know how grateful I am for the help that they've given me. Because, in this life, I've learned that, God's going to put people in your life to help you to get to that next level. And then there's people that are put there to help you, but because of the way this life is structured, where challenges have to come your way to help you recognize the strength in you and the power of a community and asking for help and talking about it and be as genuine as possible. It's beautiful. And so with that, for me, I'm grateful. Even when I don't have wins, I'm still grateful. I remember times when I don't even have a meal, but grateful, grateful. We're grateful for everything that is happening. I'm grateful for the friends I have, it's just lovely. It's just lovely. And, maybe one of these days, I might even see, I have a friend that, she helped me with a lot of things, to she see like, what, she see things that, I've, put out there that I don't necessarily go after because, sometime in the current situation, it's not really like reality that it's going to happen. And so with that, I got to tell you, man, I'm grateful for that individual. well, she sees certain things that she can help me with, and she jump on it and help me. And I'm telling you guys, with those help, I got big wins coming, big wins, and it's a beautiful thing. Number 9, step outside your comfort zone. This is where a lot of people lose it. They stay in the comfort zone. They don't want to get uncomfortable. I don't want it. And they keep in the comfort zone. You gotta step out. You gotta challenge yourself to try new experiences. I mean, or you calculate that risk, and what that look like, but growth often happen when you push beyond familiar boundaries. You have to. You have to. Number 10, because, just to let you guys know, the device that is recording this right now is going to die. So we want to complete it before the device dies. So we don't want it to die on you guys. And you're like, yo, what happened to number 10, Cornell? Hey, I'm getting there. So this is where I'm walking in my purpose right now. And this is where, the mass of people see how I work with the youths that I work with and why I do what I do. And with what I'm saying, I'm sure you guys would imagine that number 10 is give back to others. Contribute your community, mentor someone, volunteer. For me, I've understand that, helping others not only create a positive impact, but it also reinforce, what my sense of purpose and fulfillment is, and so where I'm at now, with what, I do with EHAS, which stands for Everyone Has a Story, where we help to create self-reliance and a growth mindset for disadvantaged youths, or, not necessarily saying disadvantaged youths or individuals in underserved communities, but, we make it where, it's possible to help. And, like this December coming, we're helping 1,000 kids in Jamaica and their families. We helping a couple hundred kids in Immokalee here, in Collier, and we helping kids here in Lee. So it's quite a bit that's going to be happening, and with those help, the impact's in the thousands. The impact is in the thousand. That's just one of me. Imagine all the other individuals that's doing the same thing. It's a beautiful thing. And you can be an individual that say, you know what, I want to get in on board and I want to help with what that look like, So I'm telling you guys, if you feel compelled, go to ehasinc.org, click that donate button and donate. Make a donation. I'm telling you, you be helping a kid or two. It's a beautiful thing. And so imagine what $100 could do. $100 could help a few kids. I'm just telling you guys. It's, we gonna make some kids be very happy this Christmas, just for giving them a toy and just letting them know, hey, we're here thinking of you and we're rooting for you. We're cheering you on. We want to see you win. So with that being said, I got to tell you guys, with these 10 action that you need to take, it will help you to become your best self. And so, what I want to just let you guys know, going out towards the end of this, by integrating these actions into your daily life, you can unlock your potential and consistently work towards becoming the best version of yourself. And I got to tell you guys, I'm just gonna roll them right off, right behind each other right now, so you guys understand what that look like. You remember me telling you guys, number 1 was set clear and achievable goals. Number 2 is adapt a growth mindset. Remember that. Number 3, cultivate daily habits of excellence. Very important. Number 4, surround yourself with positive influences. Number 5, invest in continuous learning. Serious, people. Very important right here. Number 6, prioritize self-care. Number 7, take responsibility for your life. Stop playing the victim. Stop playing the victim. Number 8, practice gratitude daily. Number 9, step outside your comfort zone. It's okay to be uncomfortable. I'm just telling you guys, it's okay. You got to get there. And number 10, give back to others. I'm serious, people. Hey, listen. Love you guys for tapping in today into the show, hanging out with me out here at EHAS Club as we vibe and we talk about what all this beautifulness looks like. Listen, look in the mirror today and say, what am I doing that I'm not doing? I know that sounds confusing. Ooh. What am I doing that I'm not doing? That got something to it. I mean, it sounds like it make no sense. Depends on who's listening or who's watching. It might make sense. So listen, with that, I want to thank you guys for tuning in today to the Stories to Create podcast right here at EHAS Club. Next week, I definitely promise you guys, you will have a decorative guest that will be in here just vibing out with me, and it's going to be wild. I know we're going into the holiday season right now. I think we have Thanksgiving coming up, so hey, listen, eat a bird, whatever that looks like, and then, you know, hey, we got some beautiful stuff happening, you know, beautiful things coming up. So when you guys see this, share. That's all I can tell you guys. Share. It's a beautiful thing. Love you guys. We'll talk more soon.
Thanks for tuning in and downloading this episode of Stories to Create. We appreciate you being part of this growing community of storytellers and listeners. If today's conversation inspired you, please share the show with friends, family, or anyone who could use a little motivation in their journey. A special thank you to our sponsors, EHAS Organization, Cornell Bunting LLC, and Nostril Cheese Chase for supporting the mission and making this podcast possible. To learn more about our work, upcoming projects, and how you can get involved, be sure to visit www.hissingorg and www.cornellbunting.com. Until next time, keep creating, keep growing, and remember, your story has power.